So, good morning. My name is Renning1 slash Dan Wama slash Red Recondite slash whatever other heck thing you want to call me. This morning we are launching the Community DMod Jam for real. Over the next 50 hours, we will let the community create a new DMod called the Dink Hotel. If I've done everything correctly, it should be live. I'm not sure if I've done everything correctly. I might have to tweak a couple things um, before it's actually live, but it should be good. So yeah, that's what's going on. In this Twitch video, I'm going to be, or this Twitch stream, I'm going to be showcasing like what's going on and how it works. I will be taking kind of an advisory role, administrative role in this process. I'm not going to be creating a whole bunch of things. I'm going to be fixing bugs in the tools, but I'm not going to be like creating the DMod itself. So first of all, let's bring up Dinkedit Online. So it's a modified version of, let me turn down that volume for a second. There. It's a modified version of the Dink Smallwood HD source code. It allows you to modify the game for multiple people at the same time. So if anyone else logs in to Dinkedit Online and clicks the edit button, we will see them join on this screen. And then I'm hoping that someone will join here in a couple seconds. My windows are all over the place, so I can't see chat windows very easily. I'm going to bring up another window myself. Let's see. There we go. Hi. All right. So if you will follow me to the left here. All right, hi. So here is the sprite selection area. Yep, you can pick up sprites. They get added to your inventory. And so I haven't finished this adding sprites yet. I need to worry about finishing this, but if you walk over the little like yellow sparkler thing, you see them get added to your inventory like this. And so if we head in the escape menu, there's a few different things. This is what I'm calling the Sprite Palace. It's where you can come back and get new sprites to add to the game. You can warp to different areas around the game as well. And so let's cancel out here real quick. Oh, there's another Dink. Hello. And so let's head a little bit north here. So then the way it works is in your inventory, you have the ability to pick up different sprites. If I don't want to do anything anymore, let's say this pig, I don't want to do anything with this pig, I hit the shift button to do a spell, then I drop it. Nothing happens with it. However, let's say that we want to put a pill bug right here. If I use the control key or attack key here, I'll place a pill bug there and then everyone can see it. Yep, and then just as that other Dink added a headless duck over on that little island. And so then, yeah, that's about it for the editing of sprites. You can, oh, there's another Dink. We're having so many Dinks. Or that one I think is, someone placed that one there. Placing a dragon. So then that dragon seems like kind of cruel to put there because it's right on the edge of an island there. So I'm going to actually delete that thing. So in the escape menu, you can go to Edit, Sprites. Oh no, my Edit Sprites thing doesn't work when people add sprites. That's cool. Let me get back out of here. I'm going to delete that dragon. Okay, so that's bug number one. If someone else adds a sprite when you have the escape menu open, it goes away. That's not that big of a deal though. But yeah, so then like this is going to be up to the community to figure out like how does it know who is who? Skern just asked that in the chat. Could you clarify what do you mean by who is who? Oh, like in the commit log where it says like Skern map 461 added, blah blah blah. Yes. So yep, it uses your Dink network username, and so you have to be logged in to the Dink network in order to add sprites or modify things. You can't be anonymous right now. I was going to try to make it so that I could eventually like display people's names here, and I just didn't have time to do that. That might happen later in the throughout this 50-hour event. Yep, and so then Mr. Doom guy in the Discord chat is sharing the um, commits to the Dink Hotel. So we have a full history of everything that goes on. If someone like goes through and like deletes everything or whatever else, that's not gonna. We'll be able to restore those things if we need to. So we've talked about sprites a little bit. So we can add sprites. Oh, there's more dinks down there picking up a pill bug. Oh, and yep, someone just changed the size of a dink. That was pretty cool. So then the Dink editor on Dink Edit Online is fairly limited. Oh, thanks, Skern, for making Dink large. Um, so Dink Edit Online is fairly limited, where you can add sprites to edit sprites in limited ways. You can you can attach scripts as well. So if I go to Edit Sprites, and let's say that big Dink, we want to change his script to something, this will list all of the scripts that are available in the DMod so far. As people add scripts, you can choose a new script. The one thing that you cannot, there are several things we cannot do on Dinkedit Online. One, cannot add new graphics. Two, cannot change map screens. Three, cannot change hardness. So four, cannot add new sounds at this time. So it's a fairly limited number of, it's really sprites editing online. And we can't do all of the, we can't do everything we can do like in Dinkedit. And yes, you can press the tab button to go quickly. And so then when you are in edit mode, you will be able to basically go anywhere in the map. It's a fairly small map. There's an indoor hotel area over here. Minimal decoration because the rest of the decoration will be added by you guys. And there's like a cave thing. And so when you're in edit mode, hardness has no effect. So we can walk over anywhere we want. Yep, there's some cliffs over here. And there's like a little secret area thing over here. So yeah, it's fairly small, but not like super small little map. But there's like enough tiles here to like do some interesting things if you want. Um, let's see, what else? Oh yes, for playing the game. So let's say that so we can also warp places very quickly, real quick. So if I go back to the Sprite Palace, I can do that. If I want to go to the hotel, there's that. If I want to go to inside, I can do that. And so, yep, so some people are adding some trees around here, looking good. Yeah, so that's, let's see. So for playing the game, let's check this out. So if I go to quit menu, and I go back, I go to play. So when you play the DMod, so I have this new title screen thanks to Bluedy. Bluedy created it last night, or not last night, last weekend. And if I click on start, it should show me, so when you play the game, you don't see other players, but other players can see you. And it should have shown me all the trees that are here, unless people deleted them. And so this is where I might have to try to fix other bugs. And so when you're playing it, you have the normal escape menu. You can't do any of the fancy cool editor things because you're playing the game. Um, so yeah, now let's see if this thing is actually busted. Because we should see trees here. Let me quit. And I'm going to go back into edit mode and see what that looks like. Nope, I think people, hmm, there should be trees here, and I'm not sure why there is not. Well, this is where I get to fix bugs. So I'm going to try to post more to the Dink network later today, and I'm going to try to fix any bugs that pop up like this, because I did see trees before, and now trees are missing, which is strange. Um, so yep, that's about it then. Oh, there's some trees. But I think there's supposed to be some trees here too, and they're just not showing up for some reason when I refresh. It's like when people add new sprites, I can see them, but um, I can't see old ones for some reason. So I'll have to look into that and try to fix that. So please use the um, Discord chat, Dink Network forum, whatever else. Um, and we will hopefully have a DMod that's playable. Oh, I almost forgot like one of the major features. I'm so sorry. So, um, we have Dinkedit Online. We also have Dink Editor Online. So this allows us to see all of the scripts that are available on in the DMod so far, and I can go through and edit any of them. So, for example, here is start1.c. Says like creating a new game. Woo. I can like remove the woo. From the script, and then that should now be live. And then that will get sent out to everyone's latest instances of the game if it's working correctly. And it will get uploaded to GitHub and it will be part of the game. So speaking of GitHub, so this has a full history of everything that anyone's ever done. So for example, let's say that someone goes through and like deletes every script. We can go through and restore them because we have a full history of everything. So the story itself is stored, or sorry, the scripts are stored in the story folder, just like normal Dink Smallwood, nothing special there. I can click on a script, then I can see if I go to like blame, I can see exactly, who changed a line and why, or why they said they did it, and when they changed it. And I can look at the difference between that and see that that is how you do differences. But anyway, you can see lots of cool stuff in here. I can also do things like I can search for Skern, and I can see all of the things that Skern has done. So Skern has been adding a bunch of, looks like flowers, I think is sequence 66. And I can go through and see everything that he's done, going back to the beginning and see about when he did it as well, like 9 minutes ago. Let's see. So that's nice to be able to search for things there. And let's get back. So the one weird thing is that in order to get like the map to actually work across multiple people modifying the DMod at the same time and being able to like quickly get updates, the map included with the DMod doesn't contain the updates that people are adding. Instead, the map updates are being made in these like little JSON files over here. And so, for example, I can click on like 334 is for map screen 334, and then I can see, basically the attributes for that screen and see what sprites are there, who's modified it, and when. I can also do the blame thing on that screen, and I can see that there's an initial formatting thing. But I can see like, oh, Skern added, this ID 6 minutes ago, this tree, and so on. And so the idea is that those should then be broadcast out to everyone, which doesn't seem to be working 100% right now, but like I need to look into that. Let's see. Is there anything else interesting on GitHub? I don't think so. Oh, we have the graphics folder, but that's not that interesting. All right. The next most important thing. Oh, I did Dink see editor online. I did Dink edit online. We're on Twitch right now. Hooray. For GitHub projects, we saw that, and then Discord, of course. Um, I'd encourage you to use Discord. There's a jam group. The jam group will automatically be updated with changes that people are making. And so you might see there's like a GitHub bot there, and that GitHub bot will post um, anytime that um, the GitHub bot will post anytime that anyone makes any modifications. And so, like, we see that Skern is, making quite a few new things, decorating things up. That's nice. So that's the intro. I need to go look into fixing some bugs real quick, so I will stop streaming here in a minute. The one thing I would encourage everyone to do, and I'll do this make a post in the Dink network about this, but please try to keep this simple. Where if you are trying to don't try to add like an introduction that's very elaborate. Try to make your intro. If you want to add the introduction to the DMod, make it a couple lines of text, a couple like two people saying something. Do a simple plot that others can easily add to. The risk of spending a lot of time on something elaborate is that someone can come along and change that or like delete the whole thing later. So if you keep things mostly simple, then you won't have the risk of that and will have a chance of like being able to jam together by using lots of people's different inputs. So I think that's it for now. I might do additional streams later. I'll try to figure out how to save this video so I can share it with others who didn't join us live. So, all right. Thank you all. If you have any issues, please post to send me a personal message in the Discord chat or do something else to get in contact with me. The goal is to send this in 50 hours. I'll update the countdown timer here in a little bit. I think 50 hours from today is when the last time zone drops April Fool's Day. So, yep. All right. Thank you and good luck.